I don't care what anybody tells you. Taking the life of another person is not a natural thing, and it's not something that everybody's capable of doing. And it's not something that people want to do. So, what I have behind me is how a firing squad works. Now, in the state that I worked, corrections, they actually, here's a little bit of a history lesson for you. Back in 1910, they actually passed a bill that allowed for the convict to choose who had the death sentence between a hanging or a firing squad. And back in 1913 was the first and only time that my state actually sentenced somebody to death using a firing squad. The way that it's supposed to work is you have five sharpshooters. Now, each of those sharpshooters are aiming for the heart, but one of those sharpshooters, not to their knowledge, they know somebody has blanks, but they don't know who has the blanks. And that's supposed to help a little bit psychologically for you to go through it. Because, like I said, it's not a normal thing to take somebody's life, regardless of what they did as far as their crimes. And as a matter of fact, in 1913, the governor was not able to actually get enough volunteers to fill a five-man shooting squad. So they had to develop an automated one, which was basically just three rifles that were placed into wooden blocks with strings on the triggers to actually pull it. And they actually executed a man utilizing that. Recently, there was a man who was scheduled to be sentenced to death in the state that I worked at, utilizing lethal injection. The only problem is those drugs, the way that they were procured, was a little sketchy, and they were nearly due to be expired. So, out of fear of that, he was actually trying to get the shooting squad as the sentence instead, and it just carried on in litigation. Those drugs are now expired, and it wasn't used. That person is still alive today. So just figured I'd share that with you guys. A little bit of interesting history behind how that works. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.